Hi, this is Amitha Balachandra. I do the 6:30 p.m. show on this YouTube channel every single day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm personally very excited to have this conversation today because we're going to talk about PUBG Mobile ban. And the reason I'm talking about this is because Tencent Games on Friday has now said that it is terminating all services and access for PUBG Mobile users in India to comply with the government order that was released last month. Now, in a post that was put up yesterday, the company said, and I quote, to comply with the interim order of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology dated September 2nd, 2020, Tencent Games will terminate all service and access for users in India. Now, to refresh your memory, remember in September, PUBG Mobile and 118 other applications were banned in India as the government termed this is prejudicial to the sovereignty, integrity, and defense of the nation. So, up until now, although the ban had come into place, in September, existing users could still play the game, but until the servers, shut down, as of today, it's now going to be more difficult for users to actually use the game and play the game. Now, the other thing that's happened in the last couple of days is this, that the teaser of another game called 4G has been released, and the game is apparently going to be released in November. And this is said to be an alternative to international games like PUBG. So this is what we're going to discuss today. First of all, gamers' reaction to the recent statement by Tencent Games. We're also going to talk about what alternatives gamers have, and we're going to talk about the reaction to 4G and what they think of the teaser. And I'm super excited to have these two gentlemen on this conversation. I have Prateek Jogia, who's more popularly known as Alpha, joining us to talk about the streamers' point of view and what PUBG streamers are going to do. I also have Aman, who's the co-founder of Ebullient Gaming, who manages talent like Prateek and others. He has the gaming talent agency, who's also going to be talking about other streamers and what agencies like his will be doing. Thank you so much for making time and talking to us. I'm so glad to have this conversation. And Alpha OP in the chat, please, because I know that a lot of people are going to be excited to have both of you join us and speak to us. I'm going to get straight to it. I have a lot of questions. The people who are watching right now, please ask your questions in the chat window. The chat window is open. I'm going to come to you, Alpha, first. If you can tell us what the reaction has been, because I know that after the ban in September, in the last 1 month, existing players could still play PUBG Mobile, but that's not going to happen starting today.
Yeah, because all the PUBG servers, Tencent basically cut off all the connections with India. So overall देखा जाए तो PUBG के end से Tencent का कोई लेना देना नहीं है अब India से. So I guess so they have from the PUBG side they have cleared everything related to China. So up से I guess after 12 they won't be able to play PUBG.
Yeah.
Hmm. So what's the reaction as far as streamers are concerned right now? And I want both of you to take this question. Help us understand why PUBG Mobile was more popular than PUBG, because I know that you can still play it on your PC, but PUBG Mobile is
Right.
banned.
Yeah. So
Right.
PUBG Mobile and PUBG PC are altogether a very different, same game but a very different perspective. PUBG PC is a very realistic and it gives a very realistic feeling to it. If a gun is fired, then you can hear the sound in a very realistic way, and the footsteps and everything is very realistic. So it requires very high-end PC for playing PUBG PC, the version of PC. But in PUBG Mobile, the game is very easy as compared to PUBG PC, and it can be accessible on any phone device. And in India,
Right.
as as we have Geo.
So that's the main factor of it. It's very accessible to play on mobile, and like there are almost 400 million users in India that have a smartphone, but not many have a PC. So
Hmm.
the games that I play on phone, and I can understand the games, so thus I can watch the streamers as well and understand them instead of a PC game. That's why PUBG Mobile is so much more popular than the PC version.
Hmm. So, what's your strategy been like? Because in the last 1 month, are you looking at alternatives? I know that you handled a lot of PUBG streamers. What's the agency strategy been like in the last 1 month?
So like Alpha Clasher is one of the best examples of how gamers have pivoted. If you see his channel right now, he's a vlogger. You won't call him a streamer right now. He has pivoted into a personality, a lifestyle streamer, rather than being labeled to a game. And that is a good thing to be have an individual personality, and that's the plan for every creator out there to make the most interesting thing on the stream is their personality themselves, not the game.
Hmm. And what alternatives were you using, Alpha?
I started with COD Mobile and any games which are similar to PUBG. So,
Hmm.
but then I thought that once as PUBG is banned, why not let's explore for more possibilities. So I started a little bit of vlogging, and people enjoyed my content on vlogs as well. Then I started a little bit of talk show kind of thing, in which I share one of my personal stories with which happened with my family, or some of my friends, which are some of my Hydra friends. So
Hmm.
my I'm Alpha and my clan name is Hydra. So people are very interested in what's happening inside the clan. So I started that kind of live streams. So sort of like that, they enjoyed it, and overall, when PUBG was available, people did not want to see anything. But now they are willing to see different type of games or different type of possibilities. So yeah.
Hmm. And one of the things that Bharat Raval, for instance, has said in our chat window, and I encourage our viewers to use the chat window as much as possible, helps us make the chat more engaging. Bharat has said PUBG will definitely come back because there is no reason to ban it anymore. Tell us this, what's the reaction been like in the last 1.5 months? Because there was a lot of speculation on whether PUBG Mobile is going to come back or not. We know that PUBG severed ties with Tencent Games in India, and they were looking at an Indian, company as well. There were lots of speculation on whether the ban will be lifted or not, but we don't know whether that's going to happen yet. And now it seems like the curtains have come down. So, has there been a stop to that speculation, or are still people speculating?
So I guess it will be more easier for us to know that once from the PUBG, and they have cutted everything from China. So I don't think that it will take much time to get
Hmm.
unbanned. But whatever the decision is, we'll stick with the we'll respect the decision made by the government. And yeah.
The chances are very high that PUBG will come back because the PUBG Corp, that's a coding company, they have cut ties with Tencent, and they're coming back. They have announced that Tencent has announced that they will transfer all the data, in-game data that is very important for a player, to PUBG Corp, the coding company, and
Hmm.
now they can publish it on their own with an Indian partner. So
Hmm.
chances are very high for a game like PUBG that has made Indian gaming what it is today, almost what it is today, that popular. So
Hmm.
because people are demanding it, and when the root cause of the ban was the China relations, and that's now out of picture, and I think there's 100% chance it will come back.
Okay. And immediate, you're saying it could come back soon.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's still the expectation, because today we saw a lot of memes on social media. A lot of people were unhappy with the fact that curtains are now down finally.
yeah.
And you were talking about why it's so popular, and I want to put up this graphic of the Hindustan Times has an article on this, where it says that 175 million PUBG downloads have happened in India. Tell us this, during lockdown, was there an increase in the number of downloads?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely. We don't have the numbers and downloads, but we know for a fact that uh, because in the lockdown everybody was at home, and the only socialization that happened, right, was in game. If even if you're not that good at playing, people used to meet inside PUBG and chat with their friends.
Hmm.
So that was the place for socialization. The game became kind of a socialization for people in the lockdown because they were at their homes.
Hmm.
And Alpha, I think, so can answer this better, that
Yeah,
everybody
Alpha,
saw
if
an
you could
increase
come
in
in on
stream.
this, have you seen the number of downloads increase?
Yeah.
What have your peers been saying, for instance?
Not only the numbers of downloads has increased, but the views overall on our streams and the
Yeah,
overall numbers has increased, because everyone in the lockdown. So some of the so if I have 10 friends, I'm sure that 2 or 3 friends might be playing PUBG. So if we are free in lockdown, what should we do? So we get influenced by them. So like, well, let's why not let's try PUBG for once. And once they try PUBG, they can jump together. They can talk inside the game, and everything that they can do outside in real life, they can do in PUBG, and they can relate better. So yeah, that might be the reason.
And Alpha, I want you to come in on this. A very good question coming in from one of our viewers. The viewer says, what do you think is the future of Indian gaming or Indian game streaming community now with PUBG gone?
So it has slowed down a little bit, but I think that it is a very good. We can take it in a very good way because we have more possibilities to explore in every way. Before it was just PUBG. Audience just wanted to see PUBG, and for some streamers we could not explore different games. We cannot show them high graphics, high PC games, which are more good in look wise. So we got the chance to explore, and I guess this.
And has it slowed down, Aman? And is it picking up now?
Yeah, I think it's people are picking up. People are still watching the streams. Games like Among Us have, like very simple games like Among Us have grasped the audience attention, and still people are the numbers of viewers are same and everything, almost the same.
And what are the alternatives now that are getting traction? Are there any Indian games that are getting traction? And I want to come to 4G in a little bit, but if you can first tell us what are the alternatives that are doing well right now?
The COD Mobile, Among Us, and then Fall Guys. These are the few simple games which they can people enjoy watching simply.
Like even games like chess have been,
Yeah.
lately people are watching chess also.
And Among Us is that simple game that they can play it on their phone as well. So it goes almost same as PUBG, that they can connect with the streamers as well, and they can play it on the phone with their friends as well. So the Among Us is a very true famous game right now.
And is it as popular as PUBG? I mean, this is I don't think so, because the number of downloads as far as PUBG is concerned, the numbers speak for itself. But is it at least getting there? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
There's a long way to go, you're saying. I also want your reaction to 4G teaser, which was released a couple of days ago, Dashara to be in fact. And they have said that the game will release in November. A lot of questions were asked on the timing of the announcement and the teaser launch as well. What was your first reaction? Then I want both of you to come in on this one by one. Let's start with you, Alpha. What was your reaction to the teaser?
So the teaser was quite interesting, and I don't know much about the game yet, but I'll surely be more happy to play it once it is released. And the main thing, which is the 20%, I guess 20% goes to the Bharat Ke Veer. So it is that's interesting, and I'll surely support the initiative.
Aman?
Yeah, I think the teaser was really great.
And let me ask you also, was there any expectation? Because we don't see any weapons in the teaser. There's very little information on the game itself.
Yeah, I think
we only see
we can't.
Valley
Yeah,
in the beginning.
right. So I think the teaser, sometimes the game is almost very different from the teaser. So I think the weapons would be there because it's an action shooter game. They've announced that, but I think that we will see a game that is which might be different from the teaser.
And is it too soon perhaps to compare it with PUBG because there is so little information about 4G?
It's too soon to comment on that. Definitely.
Okay. Is that what other streamers are also saying? What's the general sense that you're getting from streamers at this point?
So generally, people are supporting it because it's an Indian initiative, and it's an Indian company, and they're donating a certain amount of their profits to donations. So the support is there in the community. People will support it.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you this also. How did the ban affect Indian gamers, for instance? Because there were a lot of, international games, for instance, there was a global circuit which India missed out on. So, do you believe that that's going to be a problem going forward? And Aman was saying that perhaps it could come back. There is hope that it could come back. We don't know yet. Alpha?
Um, I still think that the global tournament that we missed will there will be a part 3 or part 4 of that. PUBG will surely make it, but I still am waiting for the PUBG unban. I'm waiting.
Okay. Aman?
Yeah, I think the global factor of it is that Tencent is used to conduct tournaments globally, and now when PUBG Co-op is associating with Tencent, the tournaments, the esports players which were competing and qualifying for international tournaments, uh, we don't know what will happen to them, because right now the international tournaments are held by Tencent, and now we are independently tied to PUBG Corporation if it comes to us. So esports might be a little different from earlier.
Okay, so I want to close with this. I know a couple of things that you guys said. One that you are hopeful that PUBG Mobile will perhaps come back. We don't know yet. There's a lot of speculation, but currently servers are down and even existing players can't use it. You also said that there are other alternatives that you're looking at right now. And Alpha, for instance, is taking to vlogging as well and becoming an influencer. So tell us this. Do you believe that people should, look at gaming as a career, or you should also have other things like you, for instance, Alpha, have taken to vlogging as well?
Yeah. If any of the kid wants to become a gamer, if he has passion in anything, he'll become a pro gamer and he'll surely make his way. But if he's looking at all the fame and everything and coming into gaming, then obviously he won't be able to. It has a lot. It requires a lot of hard work and patience. And as you guys can see, all the PUBG esports players right now, they're such a downfall right now. They are in such a downfall. So it requires a lot of patience and a lot of hard work overall. Yeah.
Aman?
Yeah, I think as Pratik said, a lot of esports players are affected right now as PUBG banned. And the average age of these players are 17 and 18 years old. They were skipping their schools for PUBG, and now it has been banned. So definitely we should we should not place all our eggs in one basket with gaming, at least for now, and have a backup plan.
Have a backup plan and perhaps take a lesson or two from Alpha's life,
Right.
what he's doing right now. Thank you so much, guys. This is such a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, streamers and people in the gaming industry are hopeful that PUBG Mobile could come back, and we don't know yet on what's going to happen. But for now, it's curtains down for PUBG Mobile. Viewers, thank you so much for watching. And Alpha and Aman, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.